All right, this is one of the most powerful moments of faith in the Old Testament. Surrounded by the mighty Assyrian army, King Hezekiah turns to God, and the Lord answers with an astonishing act of deliverance. The first part of this chapter covers Hezekiah seeks the Lord. When Hezekiah hears the Assyrian threats, he tears his clothes, puts on sackcloth, and goes to the temple. He sends messengers to Isaiah the prophet, saying, "This day is a day of distress. Perhaps the Lord your God will hear the words of the Habashakeh." Isaiah replies, "Do not be afraid of words you have heard. I will make Sennacherib returns to his own land, where he will fall by the sword." Okay, so Hezekiah's first response is humility and prayer, not panic or alliance, right? So the second part of the chapter covers Sennacherib's letter and renewed threat. Yeah. The Assyrian king is distracted by war elsewhere, but sends a letter to Hezekiah, repeating his blasphemy. "Do not let your God deceive you. Look at all the nations we have destroyed. None of their gods saved them." Assyria's arrogance grows. It's no longer just against Judah, but against God himself, right? The third part of this chapter covers Hezekiah's prayer. Hezekiah takes the ladder, goes up to the temple, spreads it before the Lord, and prays, "O Lord, God of Israel, enthroned between the cherubim, you alone are God over all the kingdoms, the earth, you made the heaven and earth. Incline, you are here and here. See the insults of Sennacherib. It is true, Lord, that the kings of Assyria have destroyed nations, but they were not gods. Now, O Lord our God, deliver us from his hand, so that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that you alone, Lord, are God." Okay, so Hezekiah doesn't defend himself, he defends God's honor. His faith focuses on God's glory, not personal safety. The fourth part of the chapter covers Isaiah's prophecy of deliverance. Isaiah sends God's answer to Hezekiah. God has heard his prayer. He mocks Sennacherib's arrogance. The virgin daughter, sends God's answer to Hezekiah. "The virgin daughter of Zion despises you and laughs you to scorn. God says, you have raged against me, and I have heard it. I will put my hook in your nose and my bit in your mouth, and I will make you return the way you came." God gives Hezekiah a sign. The land will yield fruit again after the invasion. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this. The Lord takes Sennacherib's blasphemy personally. The battle belongs to him. So the fifth part of the chapter covers God's miracles victory. That night, the angel of the Lord strikes down 185,000 Assyrian soldiers in the camp. When the survivors wake, they see the corpses. Sennacherib withdraws, returning to Nineveh. Yeah. Later, while worshipping the temple of his god Nizrach. Yeah. Sennacherib is assassinated by his own sons. Without a single arrow from Judah, God wipes out the enemy. Total deliverance by divine power. Interesting chapter, right? What are the key lessons from this chapter? Okay, 2 Kings chapter 19. The first one is prayer is the weapon of faith. Hezekiah's humble, God-centered prayer moved heaven and earth. Second lesson, God defends his name. The Lord destroyed Assyria not just to save Judah, but to reveal his glory among nations. Third lesson, no power can stand against God. 185,000 soldiers fell in one night. Human strength means nothing against divine judgment. Final lesson, faith restores peace. Hezekiah trust and God restored both the land and the people's confidence, right? So in summary, facing Assyria's massive army and blasphemous threats, Hezekiah humbles himself, prays, and seeks Isaiah's counsel. Isaiah's counsel. God answers, I will defend the city. That night, the angel of the Lord strikes down 185,000 soldiers, and Sennacherib is later killed in his own land. Judah is saved, not by might, but by faith. Okay?